The question has arisen in the recent past of whether Scientology is a religion. Sometimes this has been raised in courts of law. I should say that academics have without hesitation classified Scientology as a religion, and for my own purposes I set up an objective test of the appropriate attributes which might comprise a religion. Comparing Scientology to that set of attributes, there's no doubt at all that Scientology qualifies as a religion. It qualifies because there is, after all, in Scientology a concern for understanding of the Supreme Being, a concern for survival, which amounts, in other terms, to salvation. There's a concern to understand the soul, which in Scientological language is the Thetan. There's also concern about worship, and different as may be the form of that worship from what goes on in traditional churches. Nonetheless, the aim of worship is the same, namely to establish rapport between the believer and ultimately with the Supreme Being. Worship in Scientology is a form of communication, and communication intended to purify the soul. The form in which that worship takes is auditing and training. Auditing to bring oneself into with one's own past experience, to overcome untoward events and wrongful acts. The spiritual quest which is involved here is one in which the individual needs systematic training, and that's the other side of Scientological worship procedures, a training in spiritual advancement. There's a reverence for creation and a search for survival not only of the self, but also of the entire world and beyond. So that here one has, in the expression of the 8 dynamics, a concern for worship which undoubtedly qualifies Scientology as a religion.